Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the next part of our Dark Souls remastered playthrough, part 6. Today we will be tackling Sin's Fortress, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so Sin's Fortress can be pretty tricky. It's not difficult per se, but it can be tricky. So the first thing we're going to want to do is avoid this pressure plate here. Now, I've been less and less reliably been able to do this, but what I like to do is get this guy with the trap. I wonder if they changed it for the remaster, but I don't remember in the original him putting his shield up half as much, or somehow his shield being up protects him from getting shot in the back, but whatever. These Serpentmen represent a pretty drastic increase in enemy difficulty, so don't feel bad if it looks like you're doing less damage. These guys just are a bit tougher than pretty much anything we've come across thus far. You can see some statues of some enemies we'll be encountering later. Not in this episode, however. This episode will probably be only Sin's Fortress. Alright, now carefully here, we're going to... Alright, so that was a Titanite demon. There are about 4 of them down there, I think. We're just going to avoid them. Actually, I might end up killing that one. Because we do need Demon Titanite for our weapon. But we won't be needing it for a while, so you don't have to go out of your way to farm them at this very moment. But you know, it's up to you. Now this giant we're going to kill. I think he drops a Titanite chunk. I don't actually know if we'll even need chunks. For this playthrough, it's been a while since. Ow. It's been a while since I've looked at the level up charts for weapons. So I don't think we'll need chunks before level 10. Which is all we'll need to get this weapon to, so it's fine. Okey-doke. Let's see if we can't deal with that one Titanite demon. The more the further in you go down in this little pit down here, the stronger the Titanite demons get. Excuse me, had a burp there. The stronger the Titanite demons get. Or maybe that's just a placebo and I'm really just bad at fighting them. I don't know. Oh yeah, right. Down here you would really like to have the rusted iron ring if possible. So I'm going to switch over. Sorry, wolf ring. Honestly, I could have gotten rid of the evil eye, but it's fine. Thanks. I really needed that. Alright, Titanite demons hit hard, so... And their hitboxes are very weird. I'd say in my opinion, but I feel like it's pretty objective that they have weird hitboxes like that. Realistically, that shouldn't have hit me, but it's fine. Alright. Now, ideally, I would have liked to have kept at least one of my pyromancy casts, but it's fine. We can do without. Now, you guys are going to get to see the fun that is Sin's. I'll come back for the other Titanite demons, either in another episode, or I may just do it between episodes. right, so this first gauntlet isn't hard. This is the first one where I usually just run through them both. Around this guy. Alright, he's fallen into the abyss exactly as planned. And now this one can be difficult, mostly because of that enemy right there. So, need to be careful with this timing. Right. Perfect. Alright, there's a pressure plate right in front of there that will activate another one of those dart traps. So you can either just hug this to the left, or you can just activate it and immediately move left. Either way. Now, if you hug that left wall, you won't activate it at all. It's like it's really tight spacing though. So you are not like required to do that. Now, there's a quick way to get, so there's a hidden space behind this wall here. There's a quick way to do it, which I won't be showing you today because I'm really not trying to utilize a shield or anything like that. You don't need one for it, but just makes it easier. I'll show you the proper way to do it though. After this guy gets, yeah. Right, now as you saw there's a, yep. A giant ball rolling. You're gonna drop here though. Grab that weapon. So now you know how to get the shotel or shottle. I don't actually know how to pronounce the word now that I think about it. Shotel, maybe? Anyway, here's Onion Bro. Are you okay? I'm trying to have a moment with Onion Bro. You're just tweaking out over here. Yeah. Into the abyss. There we go.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against the wall. For a ball, to be precise. I would say I'm a bit too tough to be outrunning those things. So here I sit in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
Okay.
Perhaps I could try some rolling. Bah, no chance. My head would spin.
So, you may notice there's an already dead lizard dude here. I don't know, like, what the implication there is. It seems as if Siegmeyer kills them. To be sitting there. Because, and it's never happened to me, but I have seen in other people's playthroughs where, like, there'd be a live lizard man down there, but Siegmeyer isn't there, so I don't know. It seems to be some kind of implication that he kills them, which, I mean, yeah. He does seem to be a pretty capable undead. He's just a bit dopey. Alright, and here is the Ring of Steel Protection, I want to say. Yeah. I'm actually going to equip, for now, Steel Protection and the Wolf Ring. These boulders are very loud. In we go. Alright, so you notice that there is a trap right there. There's the pressure plate to activate it. So here's how we're going to proceed. I'll run through. Hopefully he gets hit by one or two of them, which he did this time. Doesn't always happen. And then we kill him. Right now, as you can see here, another boulder. We're actually going to go this way. We're going to roll right about here. I usually use this item here to gauge where I'm trying to land. Okay, here we go. We're going to pick up this for all of my potential sorcerers out here watching. Here's the black sorcerer set. But I really should be paying attention to the items I'm picking up. But I am not. Let's see. Where's this lead? Oh, that's where this leads. So this is the way you're organically meant to get here. I'll show you guys that later. I have done some very convoluted things to get there before. Actually. No, let's go there now. Let's go there now. I'll just show you now. I haven't... Okay, whatever. You'll see. Anyway, we are here, and he is stuck. Unfortunate for him. We can pick up this ring, which I believe softens your footsteps. At least that's what it does in Dark Souls 3. Alright, now we just need to make our way back up. Yeah, now it's the smart move to do it. To just go ahead and do that. Do trust me when I say you don't want to be hit by those. Oh, by the way, those pressure plates do in fact reset, so be careful. I wonder if I can make it before the machine rotates again. I can. Alright. Now, I'm still going to go the way I was going to go, but I'm going to no, I'll show you this first. Falling like that isn't necessary, just so you're aware. I don't feel comfortable if I don't. So we're going to wait here for a bit. Maybe one or two boulders coming through should suffice. Okay, maybe not. Let's give it a little bit more time. There we go. Alright, one more boulder. It's gold. Nice. Now, I don't necessarily need that item, but again, I'm just showing you where things are. That will increase your item discovery. So this chest is the very first mimic in Dark Souls 1. And you can see, actually this one is pretty cleverly hidden, as its chain is slipping into the ground, but you can subtly see, if I can get the camera angle right, that it is breathing. See, it just moved. Anyway. And sometimes you can even see them doing like a yawning animation. I've never actually seen it though, but you can look it up online. I like to stand behind them. It just minimizes the chance that they're going to do that grab attack that they like to do. Notice the blood stains here. Look up. Yeah. I don't know if that's insta-death. Probably is. I've never, you know, stood there to... this is where that stairway would have led with the Dark Sorcerer set, just if you're curious. Alright, we're gonna come up here. I'm gonna change the direction that the ball is being sent. And there's a reason we're doing this. There, you see that? That's where that one lizard dude was. That is how you get that passageway open. Now I'll come back because I don't have the item that we need to fully explore over there anyway. Now what I like to do here is I kind of like to just ease your way onto that and you should be fine. Now here is an area I don't necessarily like to be with as few Estus flasks as I have, but I've been playing a little sloppily. Now I'm pretty sure this, you have to run through all three of these at the same time, so, you know. Ooh, won't lie and say that that did not give me pause. Ow. Alright, that deals with you. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this one. Just so it doesn't try to sneak up behind me while I go to deal with this one. I have accidentally been sandwiched. And when I say accidentally, I mean that I allowed myself to get sandwiched. And that was a bad time. Now, one tricky thing about katanas that you do need to be mindful of is the fact that katanas are very fragile in the Dark Souls series. And they have smaller durability than the other games. But that being said, durability in Dark Souls 1 has never really been a problem for me. Usually I use my pyromancies to handle that. I was just very curious if my bow and arrow could get the job done. The reason I have the bow, again, one is for the aesthetics, but two is because I'm pretty sure, like, you know, samurai and Eastern warriors actually did make pretty liberal use of, like, you know, bow and arrow. I'm pretty sure their katana wasn't even, like, even though it's a thing that, like, it's super known for, I'm not entirely sure that it's a weapon that they made, like, a lot of use of necessarily. Like, I know they had, like, spears and their bow, and I know they had the katana wakizashi combo, but I don't know how much the katana was actually employed. Now here we are going to make a pretty fast dash, so just watch me. That's what you want. This bonfire. Yeah. Now, as you may have heard there, as it just blew my eardrum, is there it is again. Explosive boulders being thrown at us. I'm gonna try to upgrade this. Alright, so I think our Ayato here, or Iato, is now, yep, plus 10. Just what we want. So good, we'll be perfectly set up for when we get our weapon. Now what we're gonna do, I'm actually gonna run down here really quick, handle this little area. Since Fortress isn't like huge, but it can be a lot if you aren't ready for it. And that being said, with our stats and our gear at the level that they are, we are, I feel, I always rolled too early. we are, in my opinion, more than prepared to handle pretty much anything Sin's Fortress can throw at us. Right now, we are going to start making our way towards the top of the fortress. Alright. So we are making pretty good time, I'd like to believe. So basically once we get here, once we start running, we don't stop. We'll come back for the items later. We're heading straight for the top of the fortress. For a specific reason, of course. I said, don't stop moving. All right, now we're relatively safe. No, let's yeah, this giant is the one throwing the explosives. Now him throwing the tantrum is ideal because, well, it leaves the giants vulnerable, like very vulnerable. Him doing it more than once in a row is super ideal. All right, perfect RNG. Now we can explore to our leisure. I thought I was gonna have to do like a whole fast forwarding session to bait out that attack, but no. All right, perfect. There's a Baldur Knight over there. He's unnecessary to kill. All right, so first thing we're gonna do, I think we're gonna start by doing the risky stuff. So we're gonna make this pretty risky jump. Except if you're a pro like me, nothing is risky. No, it's the best way to jinx myself. All right, let's talk to this guy.
Ah, what? What? Who are you? Ah, another undead, eh? I took on Sen's Fortress alone, but I'm no different from those vile creatures. I was driven by conceit. Ah, you think you're different? That you can handle it? Yes, I remember that feeling. For I was the same. So, let me help you out with your soul searching.
And we can purchase items from him. Now I distinctly remember in my practice run actually buying large titanites from him, but luckily that is not a requirement or something I need to do. This is the famous great sword, or the Guts great sword. Miyazaki is very much a fan of Berserk. This great sword is in every one of his games, or every one of his Dark Souls games anyway. He sells the Onion Bro set, otherwise known as the Katarina set, the Steel set, and the Baldur set. And some other stuff as well. I am going to buy some large arrows, however. Just to replenish my stock. Okay, Dark Souls, I need you to... let's see, 33 will give me like 110. And let's go to 43. Yeah.
Go along, try and make something of yourself. But nothing will come of it. And I should know.
So I meant to.
Oh yes, it's you. What is it? Still something you need, eh? Anything at all? There's nothing more to say. I've finished. We're both on the brink, you see. End of story. You bloody fool. Let me give you a nibble of advice. Don't even consider visiting Anor Londo. Not in your state. For a century they've tried and failed. The Night King Rendell, Black Iron Tarkus, and even Logan himself. You won't stand a chance, you'll be eaten alive. But go along if you wish. If only to deepen your despair. Nothing at all? Fine then. Rush in like a naked babe and be skinned alive.
Pretty sure that was the end of his dialogue. But yeah, so since Fortress, a lot of people have come and tried to tackle this place, and so far not many, if none at all, perhaps have succeeded. Let's change that. So first thing we're going to do is head down here. Kill this thing. It's not dead, is it? Then we're going to climb all the way back up. Come on, still climbing. All right. And what we're going to do next, actually, is fall right here. Are we not? We do have the health to survive. Take the sniper crossbow. Now that giant there that's on the other building is actually the one feeding the boulders into the boulder trap that's threatened to squash us on more than one occasion now. Alright, next we are heading to pick up some items, I guess. Alright, nice. Got a large soul of a brave warrior. As well as some more large titanite. Man, I must have gotten like really lucky with my large titanite drops before I got here, because I've been watching the other parts as I like edit them. And I don't remember buying any large titanite, so I feel as though we have been doing pretty good for ourselves, titanite wise. Katana just does more damage than my pyromancies. That's what I get with an unupgraded pyromancy flame, I suppose. I do like the extra tick of damage that the lava provides, however. Worry not about that though. We'll be getting more than enough souls along this journey to upgrade our pyromancy flame. Now we have one of the more annoying NPCs, if I'm being honest. Now it's not really confirmed if this is or isn't, but this character does have Ricard's rapier, so it's kind of implied that that is Ricard himself. Ricard's rapier does make a reappearance in Dark Souls 2. I don't remember if it's in Dark Souls 3 or not. I certainly haven't come across it in my playthrough with my friends that I'm currently doing, so. But I do know it's in 2. Alright. So that was that side area completed. Now, honestly, we could just go and deal with the boss, but we are going to do a little bit of extra exploration before handling the boss. And after that, we can do what we gotta do. Do what we came here for. So, that being said, let's go this way. I hate when I run out of pyromancies like this. Feels like I'm not managing them the way I should be, but it's fine. So that key that we got down there with the snake, we can use to open this, which acts as an elevator. Now, this is going to be fairly dangerous simply because we've rested recently. Okay, just be careful. don't panic. It's kind of the name of the game here. You panic in a Souls game and you're probably gonna die. All right. Now, this wall will be open. He's still leaning on it somehow, magically. Oh no. I didn't realize it was still pointing in this direction. Let's get it to turn. If we stand here... Who's walking? If we stand here, the machine should rotate. And it'll turn. Maybe we have to actually move some. Hold on. So this machine automatically rotates. You probably noticed that the last time I came through here. I need it to not be where it's... I need it to not be pointing where it's currently pointed. I suppose it's kind of my own fault. I could have rotated it, but whatever. There it is. It just rotated. Perfect. All right. Just rotated again. Oh no. I heard it. Now you want to rotate. Stupid piece of junk. All right. And I'm pretty sure it's not predisposed to just coming back here. Yeah, it's not. All right. We should be safe. I'm just a bit paranoid, as you can tell.
You seem quite lucid. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free. I'm old and empty-handed, but I could repay you with knowledge and sorcery. This place is melting my mind. The inactivity is repressive.
Alright, so this is Logan, who that guy up above with the steel armor just spoke of very highly, and we can see that he has been captured in this Sin's fortress. We are going to set him free, of course.
Oh, heavens. Thank you. I'm safe, and I'd love to resume my travels, but I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Firelink Shrine. Speak with me there, so that I may impart my sorcery. Oh, hello. Don't mind me. Go on ahead. I'll be along later. Whoa, I'll be just fine, young one.
And here, I believe is the soul of a hero, perhaps? One of the first ones we can come across. Yep. Those give a lot of souls, so do hold on to it. I'm telling you, every time I do a Dark Souls playthrough, it just gets subtly better, even when I'm not necessarily conscious of it, which I do appreciate. Makes things a lot more fun when you can see your own improvement. Okay, these two need to be run through together, yeah? Yeah, okay. Then we're just gonna drop off right here. We're gonna take our trip back up. I'm very sketchy about these elevators just because they're, oh, I don't know. Something about these elevators make me uncomfortable. These cage elevators. I prefer the ones in Dark Souls 2 where they kind of magnetize you into the elevator. But it's fine. We'll live. Alright, now I'm just gonna rest at this bonfire and off to the boss, right? So we do have a NPC here who will be assisting us. Another of the legends, so to speak, that we're gonna level up here. I don't anticipate dying, but I'm gonna use these little souls to level up really quick. Another one of the legends spoken of by the steel armor dude will be assisting us in this fight. Yeah, me killing that giant up above that was throwing the fiery stone things is a double purpose thing. One, it does, like you saw, allow me to explore this area without threat of death, and or at least not a fiery one anyway. And he doesn't respawn, so don't need to worry about that. But it also stops him from throwing those same fireballs into the boss room while we're in there, which is a thing that he will do. So killing him is very important, I say. Now the fireballs don't cover the entire arena. Like, there's definitely safe spaces from the fiery explosion. I just don't care to have him around. Okay. Oh, two things? Nice. Alright. So let's go pick up our NPC. Now, honestly, depending on the RNG, Tarkus could do this entire fight by himself. I'm almost never that lucky, though. Alright, and here's Tarkus. Alright, Tarkus is the man. He will do far more damage than me, but that doesn't mean we're not going to contribute. We are going to hold our own weight. I don't know if NPCs can sprint the same way that we can. It just occurred to me, I don't know if I've ever observed an NPC phantom sprinting. Alright. Alright, first thing is we're going to want to avoid that little air slash that he does. Now, we could like do the cheese where we make him fall. It's not really cheese. If it's in the game, then they let it happen. Is it really cheese? But we're not going to be utilizing that. What we are going to do, however, is grab attack. Now, Tarkus can get one shot because that move can just straight up throw players and NPCs out of the arena, which you definitely want to avoid. Another grab. And let's see. Alright, good. He didn't get thrown out of the arena. Alright, now he's wobbling, so he's vulnerable. Tarkus is failing me. So I don't think I have the damage output to make him fall over on my own. It's fine. But yeah, you saw the damage Tarkus did when he actually hit, so the guy can be extremely useful. Sometimes an active detriment. Yeah, technically, I mean, the episode is over. I mean, that was Sin's Fortress. Sin's is over. The only thing I would have left to do would be to go to deal with those other Titanite demons, because I don't have nearly enough demon Titanite to level up my my weapon, I don't think. Yeah, I literally only have two. gosh, do I want to do that before the episode is out? I really don't. We'll just work with the slightly less upgraded weapon for a while. We can clean up the Titanite demons later. And I think there's some here in the next area we're going to. Like, we don't actually have to kill Titanite demons to get like one, maybe two more demon Titanite. It's been forever since I've seen this whole cutscene. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Anor Londo, City of the Gods. We're gonna go ahead and just get to the local bonfire before calling this episode done. Hope everyone enjoyed Sin's Funhouse and you saw my method of getting through it. I say my method, it's just the method. I am going to kill these guys really quick. All right, shield. Okay, maybe I'm not going to kill these guys really quick. I'll try to only fight them one at a time. One of you retreat so I can fight the other. Let's have an honorable 1v1, guys. Perfect. Why'd you come back? Your friend there isn't very honorable, I just want you to know. You're not dead yet. I'm playing a very risky game that I don't have to be playing. All right, one down. The low cost of all of my pyromancies and like half of my Estus. Yay. I made that look a lot harder than it otherwise needed to. It's fine. Look at this guy. We'll be seeing him more. See, getting some demon titanite right there. Who needs to kill titanite demons? Okay. I think we're also gonna, before this episode is over, just go ahead and handle those two and also take those chests as well. And then we'll call the episode done. We're also gonna use these souls, of course, to level up. And we're also going to use her to upgrade our Estus flask again. You'll notice that this bonfire gave us 10 flasks. That is for a reason. 3 levels, nice, nice, nice. Love to see it. All right, just in case anyone is curious as to where we are by this point, we are currently level 47 in Anor Londo.
Well, you are a rare visitor. Welcome to the lost city of Anor Londo, chosen undead. If you seek Lord Gwyn's old keep, exit here and head straight yonder. If you are the chosen one, a revelation shall visit thee. What follows thereafter depends upon you.
All right, and she can take the Firekeeper soul and reinforce our Estus.
What is it? What am I? Well, I am the keeper of the bonfire. If not for me, what beacon would there be in this lost city? A gatekeeper and a guide. That is my calling.
All right, so she is a firekeeper. Maybe if our firekeeper was more like her, she wouldn't have gotten. Well, anyway, that's in bad taste probably.
The bonfires attended by the keepers are special. They are linked to one another, and their flames never die. Yet never shall the keepers of these flames meet. If you require rest, now is the time. That is, after all, what the bonfire is for.
All right, so that's that firekeeper. We have officially met another firekeeper. I don't think the game gives you any reason to believe that ours is the only one, but in case anyone was curious, there you go. That answers the question. There is more than one firekeeper. Actually, I mean, the fair lady, who's the leader of our Chaos Covenant, is also a firekeeper, so I suppose it isn't a surprise at this point if you are part of the Chaos Covenant that there's more than one firekeeper. Roll catch would kill you. These guys don't bleed very easily, I'm noticing. At least not with this weapon. Their shield giving them such a large point of immunity from our damage is a bit vexing, but it's fine. They're dead anyway. Now this is the perfect time to show you the difference between a mimic and a regular chest. So regular chest, you see chain curled backwards. Mimic chest, and this was hard to show you in Sins because the chain was clipping through the floor. Mimic chest, chain is curled towards you as if to say that I am going to eat you. It's so eager to eat you that its chain is curled towards you. Or really, to any potential victim. Wow. I don't know if I've ever been hit by that attack in Dark Souls 1. Yeah, you get to see their little spin kit. Huh. He never went for the grab, which is a bit surprising. And there's the crystal halberd, another of the crystal weapons. Same deal as the one sold by the guy in the sewer. Super strong, but cannot be repaired. The only way to repair them is to upgrade them, which upgrading weapons resets the durability of said weapon. Speaking of repairing things, let's go ahead and repair our equipment. And we can probably not get another level up. That's fine. We'll just use another soul. That was what, 2,000 that we needed? Large solar proud knight should do it, right? Yep. It's actually overkill a bit. Perfect. So, level 48. There we go. Now let's do the item read for the day. Now I honestly wasn't tracking what items we got today, so do bear with me. I know we got the Divine Blessing. Holy water from Goddess Guinevere. Fully restore HP and undo irregularities. The Goddess of Sunlight Guinevere, daughter of the great Lord of Sunlight Gwyn, is cherished by all as the symbol of bounty and fertility. What did we get today? We got, oh shoot. I didn't read the Soul of the Moonlight Butterfly, last time. That's fine. I'll do it now. Does the soul of a hero have anything to say? Not really. Okay. Soul of the mystical moonlight butterfly, which flitters in the dark root garden. Special beings have special souls. The butterfly soul is a creation of Seath the Scaleless. Climax soul, if I'm mistaken. Actually, I don't know if we did. I'm gonna read it now, but I don't remember if we got it and if I read it in the episode we actually fought Quelaag. So, Soul of Quelaag, once a daughter of the Witch of Izalith, but now a chaos demon. Special beings have special souls, and Quelaag's soul contains all aspects of chaos. Core of an iron golem. Soul, serving as the core of the iron golem, guardian of Sin's fortress and slayer of countless heroes seeking Anor Londo. Originally a bone of an everlasting dragon. Interesting bit of lore there. They made a soul out of a bone. Have we always had this copper coin? I'm just going to assume we have. If I'm proven wrong, when I go to look for, when I go to edit some of these other videos and realize I haven't read them, then I'll just read it another episode. Okay, as for key items, I'm pretty sure the only key item we got today was the cage key. Key to the hanging cage in Sin's fortress. If a hapless adventurer becomes fatigued during an imprudent attempt to overcome the fortress, the serpentmen will not kill him, but lock him up in a lonely cage. Eventually, unless they have forgotten, they drag the victim off to who knows where. We got Hush today. I think that's all we got today. When did we get Remedy? We got Remedy, but okay, we read Remedy a while ago because we would have gotten in the same episode as Poison Mist, if I'm not mistaken. So let's read Hush. Sorcery developed by a certain surreptitious sorcerer at Vinheim Dragon School masks all noises of Caster. Effectively, Vinheim is controlled by the Dragon School, and it is no wonder that the town has its share of dark secrets. So apparently the Vinheim Dragon School gets into some shady stuff. Did we get any weapons today? We got this. Curved sword with a sharply curved blade, created by Arstor, Earl of Kareem. You know, that makes a lot of sense that this weapon had its origins in Kareem. Because if you recall, Lautrec uses one, and he is also from Kareem. Requires great skill to wield, but evades shield defenses to sneak in damage. So essentially the Shotel, however you want to say the word, has a similar effect to Scythes in that it will go around shields and damage the target regardless of the shield being up. We got Ricard's Rapier. A rapier with intricate decorations, chosen weapon of the infamous undead Prince Ricard. Ricard's exploits are told in a monomyth. He was born into royalty, but wandered the lands on a fateful, ill-conceived journey. He became undead and disappeared up north. So I think it's heavily implied that that is, you know, Ricard. We got the lightning spear. It doesn't have any different of a description from the spear. It's just infused with lightning. Same thing with the halberd and the crystal halberd. We have the sniper crossbow. Large crossbow with long distance. Used by Kareem snipers, often used with sniper bolts. But while crossbows are normally easy to use, the sniper crossbow requires dexterity. Okay. I mean, we got some sniper bolts. I doubt they have a very, interesting, description worth reading. Let's see. We got the Black Sorcerer set. I think it's slightly different from the regular Sorcerer set. Yeah. Hat worn by the secret sorcerers of Vinheim Dragon School. They secretly work with sound-based spells and never reveal themselves. And that might be it for it. No, not entirely. Did we even read Havel's ring? We did, right? Yeah, we did. I recall reading it. We got the Ring of Steel Protection. This ring belonged to the Night King Rendell. Again, one of those legends mentioned by that knight that we bought the arrows from. It grants its wearer protection by boosting defense against physical attacks. One of the legends, many legends surrounding the Night King Rendell, of the legend, oh my gosh, what's going on with me today? Of the many legends surrounding the Night King Rendell, one of the more well-known speaks of his standing down a giant drake and slashing it to pieces. Then the Flame Stoneplate ring. Stone plates, the symbol of a true knight, grant the strength to face various hardships. The red stone plate symbolizes fire and boosts defense against flame. And then we got the rare Ring of Sacrifice. This mystical ring was created in a sacrificial rite of Velka, the goddess of sin. The magenta shaded ring is especially rare. Its wearer will lose nothing upon death and will be freed from any curse whatsoever, but the ring itself breaks. And we also got the Slumbering Dragon Crest ring. This ring was secretly worn by a certain surreptitious sorcerer at Vinheim Dragon School. The ring is engraved with an everlasting dragon in silent slumber and masks all sound emitting from its wearer. Yeah, we also got the covetous gold serpent ring. The serpent is an imperfect dragon and symbol of the undead. Its habit of devouring prey even larger than itself has led to an association with gluttony. This gold ring engraved with the serpent boosts its wearer's item discovery so that more items can be amassed. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. So that was Sin's Fortress. Hope everyone had a good time, and I will see you in episode 7 when we tackle Anor Londo. Peace.